At 11, we are expecting a ruling any minute from the Missouri Supreme Court on the removal of the abortion question from the November ballot. The judges heard arguments from supporters and opponents of Amendment 3, which got on the ballot as an initiative petition after receiving the required number of signatures across the state. But on Friday, a Cole County judge ruled the petition invalid, saying petitioners collected signatures without making it clear that the law would undo the near total abortion ban. Organizers of the petition appealed that decision to the state Supreme Court. 5 o'clock this afternoon is the deadline for ballot finalizations in Missouri. Watch for updates on this developing story on our news this evening and also on our KY3 News app.